Hi, welcome to Kristen K Creations. My name is Kristen Narby, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to make a detailed Facebook ad using a specific audience that is your target market. If you don't know what your target market is, I highly recommend that you use Google Analytics for your website or store. For a video on how to do that, please visit my YouTube video and check out how to hook up your Google Analytics to your store, and specifically how to take that UA code and put it into your Etsy store. From this point on, I'm going to turn it around and screen share with you and show you how to do this on Facebook. So as you can see, I have United States plus 25 miles. You could also add just certain states if you know that certain states you sell better at. Google Analytics has told me that, for instance, Texas, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Ohio are my top states, so I could just add those if I wanted. And this is what I mean by testing. You could add those states and test an ad. You could add the entire United States and test an ad and see what performs better, and so on and so forth. And the detailed targeting is where you're going to add the specifics of your target market. It's already added a bunch because they think it's me. They know who I am, and so I need to X all of these out because I sell handmade wreaths, so it's already filled a bunch of stuff out for me. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this stuff here. So be thinking of your target market as I'm doing this. What kind of person would buy your product? Is it used as a gift? Is it used for a child? Can it be used for certain holidays? What income range maybe would it be used in? What business industry would it be used for? Boy, I certainly have many categories I've chosen. You should do your research on the target market. It takes time, but as you sell, you will be gathering all that data over time, and you will get better and better at it. So I use the dog collar as an example. So I'm going to browse, and here you see these demographics, interests, and behaviors. These are where you're going to choose the targets that you would like. For education, that's if you want to pick something like college grad, something like that, that would not be applicable to a dog collar. Financial is literally if you want to choose how much percentage within a zip code, the top 5, 10 to 25%, and so forth. Life events or anniversaries, away from home, family, things like that, that would not apply. But these are all ideas for other people and things that sell other things. Parents would probably be people that own animals. So I would probably go ahead and check all of these because kids love to have dog collar or dogs and would probably buy a dog collar. Relationships, I would also choose married. A lot of married couples have dogs, and even single, because single people choose animals or dogs when they're lonely. And widows probably have many dogs for comfort. We could do in a relationship, and maybe a civil union would work. It's up to you how you would like to do them. To close them, simply press the up arrow. Work, just to give you an idea, there are industries to choose from if you sell something different for an industry, but we're not going to really find anything for dogs in here. But if there is something else you were doing that you would find this applicable, you would choose the industry here. And job titles and employers you could search for. Going over to interest, we have business and industry, nothing there for us. Baking, family relationships, again, I'm going to choose a family who are likely to have a dog. Marriage, fatherhood, motherhood, and parenting would all apply. Food and drink, Probably not. Let's look at hobbies and activities and see if anything. Yes, there we go. We have pets. So I'm going to choose dogs, obviously, because we are selling dog collars. Politics, no. Technology, no. The only other thing I'd like to show you, you should navigate through all of these and try to figure out what is good for you. Behaviors, I always choose mobile use device, and I choose all mobile devices. That is because across all of my data, I have found that majority of users shop on their phones. So very little actually use a desktop or a tablet. It's up to you, but I target just all mobile devices, whether it's Android or Apple or whatever they're using. I just want my ads to go to those who are on a cell phone because that is the majority of people that are shopping. If there's any other categories you would like to add, you can add. And another thing that you could do is search for items in case you didn't find something you like to see what's available. So I'm going to start with pet, and I'm going to add pet for interest. I'm also going to look for dog, and there it is in interest. I'm going to type dog again to make sure I didn't miss anything. Dog groomer I would add because sometimes dog groomers actually sell collars in their store, as well as a dog walker. You want to think outside the box. Sometimes when adding things, you don't always have to describe exactly what it is, but what people might use it in their store or other things a little bit outside the box. Hot dog, obviously not. What else here? We have Snoop Dogg, no. McDonald's, nothing here else would work. The other thing I can think of is animal. I would put animal interest. Maybe a veterinarian they also sell those in their store. Animal love I would add. Maybe you can think of in terms of like fostering animals. I don't see much here I would use. Let me just see if veterinarian. There's a vet tech, veterans, veterinarian. No, there's not much there. Okay, so let's see where we are as far as, okay, so we're absolutely perfect and defined with a potential reach of 92,000 people, and it says your audience is defined. That is exactly what you want. You want your audience defined. If it says it's too broad or too specific, you need to take some things out or add some things so it's right in the middle, and you're going to save your audience. As you can see, it's going to save it forever unless you delete it. And when you come back to make another ad, you do not have to go through this process again if you want to use this specific ad again. There are other options. If you would like to just target people who like your page, you can choose that, or people and their friends. And your other custom audiences that you've developed over time will also be there. At the bottom, you will find how many days you want to advertise for. Be very careful here on the budget. You will move the slider to the right, let's say $5 a day for 5 days. Look here for how much that is. That's a $25 total. Your potential reach is 2K, and it's telling you the max link clicks is 176. So it depends on your budget and what you can afford, but be careful that you are doing this correctly and that you are not, over advertising. It's very easy to do that. You would want to put an end date, and you want to do at least 4 days, but you may not want it to go forever. You want to watch your ad and make sure that it's working well for you. If it's running and just charging and it's not doing well for you, you want to stop it and do something different. The pixel is a pretty complicated subject I cannot fit in this tutorial, but I would highly recommend Googling it. You do not have to use a pixel. If you don't want to, you can just advertise it within Facebook. And this is asking you if you also want to use Instagram or Messenger. Facebook is already checked here, and you can check these if you do or you don't want them. And then you would simply click Promote Now. I'm going to confirm that, and what I would like you to see over here on the side in the ad center, all my different ads here are listed, the ones that are in review and the ones that I've done here, and also in your business manager you will see all of them. At any point you want to stop it, you can click edit ad, or that one's in review, so it's not going to let me pause it. Let me go back to the ad center. But let's say down here, I have one paused. You can resume the ad or pause the ad at any time that it is not working for you. But the point of this tutorial is to make sure that you know your target market, and this is an example of using a defined audience to target. You can also do this in Google Analytics, which is far more advanced. Again, I recommend YouTube tutorials on how to do that. But you can play around with that and see which one works better for you. Although I will say that 80% of users and most users do use Facebook for advertising. So I hope this was helpful for you and getting an idea on how to use a target market. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and push the bell for further notifications. It helps grow my YouTube channel. I am adding more and more e-commerce tools, whether it's for Etsy or for small businesses, to help people optimize their business. You can also visit my webpage, which will be listed below, for Etsy products, and my Facebook page, Kristen K Creations, for free weekly tutorials. Thank you.